Hey everyone, welcome. So, in earlier videos, you have seen how you can work with custom metadata using static methods. You have also seen some other important updates related to Spring 21. In this video, we are going to talk about what is the fields method inside SOQL and how we can use this in both SOQL Query Editor as well as in Apex. So, after Spring 21, Salesforce has released a very important method which is called as fields. This can accept one parameter and the possible values are all, custom and standard. So, if we wanted to pass all inside this method, it is going to take all the fields related to the object, for example, account, and then going to return you all the records. Not all the records, there is a limit of 200 records. If you are putting the custom fields, that means fields custom, it is going to fetch all the custom fields and then it is going to return 200 records. And if you are putting standard value as a fields method, that means you can get all the records at that particular object. For example, account, opportunity, or contact, or any other custom object as well. So that's what you can see here under usage. If you are trying to get the all values for any object like account, you have to put the limit because this is what at most a record can be returned by fields method if you are putting all inside fields. The reason is that Salesforce don't want to get hit the limit for any commander limits like the heap size or any other limit because Salesforce don't know how many custom fields are there and what kind of data are there for all those custom fields. Similarly, if you are using fields and then you are passing the value custom, then again you can return mode to 100 records. You have to put the limit explicitly. If you are not putting the limit, you are going to get the error. And then if you are putting fields and you are passing the value as standard, then you can get all the records for that object. So this is a very basic example. This is very we can say that just a brief overview about the uses of this fields method. Now let's quickly see over our Epis class. Not Epis class. First thing we will see over SOQL editor, and then we will see over Epis class. So this is our SOQL editor. We will start from one by one. So we have got fields standards. We have seen that there is no limit. I am going to remove that limit. Hit this execute button and I should be able to see the records, whatever the records are there for account object. I've got 32 records with all the fields over here. Now you can also mix the custom values over here. Custom values means custom fields because you know standard fields is only going to put whatever the fields is provided by Salesforce. Now I wanted to have the fields which are provided by us. That means we have created some custom value. Suppose that active, which is again a valid field. I can just go ahead and click on active like execute. I will see that this is the active. The first column is active where I can see. This is how I can mix up. I wanted to have the custom. I don't have any limit. I will just go ahead and put the custom value over here. Execute it. You will get the error over here itself saying that fields function must have a limit of at most 200. So we must need to provide the limit which is 200. Go ahead and execute this. This time you will see all the custom field over here. Let's try to put the custom field over here which is again the active. Try to execute this and we are getting duplicate field selected. Why? Because custom fields is going to fetch all the custom. You wanted to have some standard like name or ID, just go ahead put those and it is going to work as well without giving any error. So we have seen standard, we have seen custom with mixed values, we have also seen standard with mixed values. Now we are going to see all. So we have seen that all is again going to return you at most 200 records. If you don't put limit, get the error again. The same error we have got for the custom. We have to put the limit of at most 200 records. As soon as you'll put the limit over here, you will be able to see that you are getting all the records over here with all the fields. Now we don't need to worry about what field is deleted, what field is added. Everything is going to be taken care by this. But this is what we are doing in our SQL editor. There is a limit while we are doing over various places, various components like we are doing over Apex. We are using bulk API, we are using Salesforce CLI, we are using SOAP API or REST API. So these queries are known as bounded and unbounded queries. Again, you need to be more careful while reading this or while kind of using this fields function inside your APIS classes or various components that are listed over this. So you can see here bounded queries are known as which are using the standard value as a fields method, and the rest two values whatever all and custom are used, which are known as unbounded queries. Now let's see what all we can use and in which component we can. So in the Apex we can definitely use either inline or dynamic queries. Bounded queries are supported. You can just go ahead and use fields standard, it is going to work. But fields all and field custom is not going to work. Again, we have discussed the reason. Similarly, for bulk API 2.0, bounded queries are supported, unbounded queries are not supported. And then for CLI, SOAP API and REST API both are supported. Bounded query have no limit, but unbounded query have a limit of at most 200 record, whichever we have just discussed. So it is going to support until unless you are putting the limit and you are not getting hit by that governor limit, whatever Salesforce has provided for you. So now let's quickly see this again working. So I have just this CM utility where we left in the previous video. We are going to resume from there as well. I have got a method called fields method, which is again having a very simple query, which we have just seen over here in our query editor. So I'm going to execute this. First, we will see this, then we will see all other options as well. How we are going to get the error. So we just need to execute this method, execute this. We will see again. Definitely, we will see the outcome. You're not getting any error. That means we will be able to see all the objects, what all the records, those values, whatever the standard and the only custom field we have mentioned. Now let's try to execute. I'm sorry, I just accidentally closed that class. Yeah, we have got here. So now what we will try to do is we'll try to execute some standard or basically custom. We'll see what actually we are getting over here. We'll try to save it and we will get the error under this problem section itself. And the error is local fields function is not supported with an unbounded set of fields in this API. That means we cannot use custom over here. I cannot say even custom over here, all as well over here. So you will be getting the same error. The error remains same. As soon as I say standard, so if I say standard active and try to save it, it will let me save. I will not get any error. And if I'm able to save this, definitely I'm able to execute this. So we have got that there is no error. Now let's see if I'm trying to put ID over here because ID is a part of standard as well. ID is a part of standard as well. You'll get duplicate field selected, which is ID. So that's how your bounded and unbounded queries work. You need to be very careful while you are using these queries over your Apex classes, bulk APIs, CLI, and SOAP API. You can see here for SOAP API and CLI, it is saying they're supported only if the result rows. That means you are trying to make the queries again. That is a part of SOQL query as well. So thank you for your time, and this is what we had for this lecture, for this video. And in the coming videos, we are going to talk about updates related to Salesforce Flow Builder. Thank you.